is up, friends? Hope you are well wherever you are in the world. Hey, it is winter time in my world, and if you, like me, live in a cold weather climate and keep chickens, you may have a concern about your chickens and how are they going to winter over, especially if this is your first or second year keeping chickens. Now, keeping chickens in cold weather requires some careful attention to their needs to ensure that they stay healthy and comfortable. Here are some tips to help you care for your chickens during this winter. Number one, provide adequate shelter. Ensure that your chicken coop is well insulated and draft-free. Drafts can make chickens more susceptible to cold-related illnesses. Seal any gaps or cracks in the coop to prevent drafts, but you still want to provide them with adequate ventilation to prevent moisture buildup. Wet chickens are cold chickens. Number two, use deep bedding. Use deep litter on the floor of your coop. Now, this can be a combination of straw, hay, or wood shavings. I like wood shavings. Straw and hay both, I think, kind of retain too much moisture, and therefore I don't use it in my coop. But if you do, make sure of the moisture content. Constantly turn it, fork it over, make sure that it's getting plenty of air to stay dry in there. The deep bedding provides insulation that helps retain heat. And this is a big one here. Install a heated waterer. Ensure that your chickens have access to fresh, unfrozen water every day. Use a heated waterer. Check frequently to prevent it from freezing. You can also add warm water to their feed to provide a little bit of moisture during cold weather when things get really dehydrated. Adjust their nutrition. Increase their calorie intake during the winter months. You can do this by providing additional grains or switching to a higher calorie feed. You can supplement their diet with treats like cracked corn, sunflower seeds, and mealworms to provide extra energy. At my local feed store, I have this stuff just called Scratch. And it's got birdseed, corn, all kinds of things mixed in with it. My chickens absolutely love it. Provide extra roosting space. Chickens love to huddle together for warmth, so make sure there is plenty of roosting space. Chickens' feet, for the most part, are featherless skin, and it can be susceptible to frostbite. So avoid metal roosts during extremely cold weather. Now, I say this one with a bit of caution. Use heat lamps. Now, in extremely cold conditions, you might consider using a heat lamp in the coop. However, use extreme caution with this because you want to avoid any fire hazards, especially if you have straw, hay, or any combustible on the floor. Ensure that the lamp is securely installed and away from all flammable materials and that the birds won't get too close to it, singe their feathers, or burn their combs. Monitor for signs of cold stress. You can watch for signs of cold stress in your chickens, such as lethargy, huddling, or puffing out their feathers constantly, and just overall not looking all that comfortable. If you notice any of these signs, take action to provide them a little bit more warmth. Make sure they have an area that they can get to that is not snow covered. We do this every now and then in our run by just spreading out some shavings onto the snowpack when it gets cold and does not melt away. Now, this is a tough one, but you can encourage your chickens to get a little bit of exercise. Get them outside during the day, even in cold weather. Fresh air and exercise can help them stay healthy. Now, winterize your run. This is a good one. If the chickens have an outdoor run, which I'm hoping that they do, consider winterizing it with windbreaks, tarps, or snow fencing to protect them from harsh weather conditions, especially heavy winds. And just like you're going to monitor for them for signs of cold stress, you do this with regular health checks. Cold weather can be stressful on chickens, making them more susceptible to diseases. You just conduct regular health checks, pay attention to your flock, and ensure that they are not showing signs of illness. Now remember that different chicken breeds have different cold tolerances, so take into consideration the needs of your flocks. What does your flock consist of? The specific breeds of birds. Make adjustments to their care routine if you need to help them stay healthy and happy throughout the winter months. That is it for me today. Check in next time. Take care, everybody. Go out and do something great for yourself and someone else. And I'll catch you next time. I am out.